Hello, gorgeous Pisces, and welcome back. Yes, we're going to be doing another reading today. We're going to be talking about the blocks for the week, stuff that you can look at. The cards that came out were the Page of Swords and the Knight of Wands. I think it's actually the Knight came out, then the Page came out right after, which spoke volumes, of course. We're going to get into that in a minute. The decks that I'm going to be using in today's reading, other than the two cards from the original tarot, is going to be the Spacious Tarot and the Soul's Journey cards. That can be found in the link below. It's called Find a Deck. It'll send you to my website where I have all the affiliate links, or some not affiliate. Spacious Tarot doesn't have an affiliate link, but it will send you the link to the website where you can purchase it. As well, this website that you're going to, if you want to, please go ahead and join it. If you do, you will get the link to a video that's not available, that is not public, other than if you join the website, where I give you all the definitions of every tarot cards based on the Rider-Waite deck, and how I learned and what I use and how I learned it. So it's very quick point form for all 78 cards. As well, if you join the website, it is free to join. Just put your email in. If I have any kind of announcements to make, I will make it there. If there's giveaways, I will do it there. If I do any personal readings, I will let you know there. And yeah, it's a great way to stay in touch with this channel if you love it. And I ask you to join it to support me as well. Thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and start the reading now. We're going to look at these two beautiful cards. The Knight of Wands and the Page of Swords. Now, that came out in your block position. Like everybody knows, for me, the Page of Swords is my, he's my goblin. That also came out when I was doing the weekly. The goblin card. You know, the goblin's in your mind. So you may have challenges that come up, because if you're changing your life, Lord knows, there's going to be challenges, right? Things are going to come up, and it's like you're going to be going, oh my God, what do I do with all of this? And it's supposed to be fun, and you should be like experimenting on living your life. This is usually the risk-taking card, but risk is assessed in different ways for different people, you know? For some people who have been in a house for 2 years, just going outside of the house can become a risk. But then you have the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords is usually good at putting wind in your sails, but if he's in the block position, which he often is for me in the way I read the Page of Swords, I find him very... he can make it sound all very scary and realistic in the way he brings it forward. So he can turn a lie into a truth. And it's not a lie if you believe it. This is what I'm feeling, okay? Because all the restrictions and limitations that we've put on ourselves over the years, okay? Think of all the things you didn't do out of fear. You made them real because you talked yourself out of it. You told yourself it was big and scary, and maybe you're going like, I didn't do it because I was sure that something bad was going to happen. And that's the Page of Swords. Okay? It's stopping you. So, we're going to work on that. We're going to continue working on that, I should say. Let's see what Spirit has to say. All right. So we have success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. All right. We're going to read that, but I feel like they want me to pull another one. So, but I'm going to read that. Oh, and it just fell right on there. Success can mean many things to the ego self. This is this guy right here. Yeah, I don't need any more. Okay. But the soul only knows one triumph, and that is to love. When your soul is no longer manifested in the physical dimension, it is a time of reflection on how successful it was with that endeavor. The soul doesn't care how big your house was, or how nice your car was, or how many bank accounts you had. The soul only cares about how you expressed love and compassion. In the infinite wisdom of the universe, the more love you demonstrate, the more you will receive. And even your ego's definition of success is altered. Your notion of how you would be perceived as successful will change. The material things that you thought would make you happy will not have the same appeal. Okay, so there's a few things here. Your perception of things may be changing. Okay, that would be the one thing. They're talking about the obvious, about, the stuff that we accumulate and how that makes us successful. They're saying as time goes by and you achieve some of these goals, you may realize that it isn't making you feel as fulfilled as you thought it would. So success will be defined by different terms. And in that way, this ego, this little page of swords, that's telling you, you have to meet up these challenges. He may be lying to you, okay? He may be ego-driven. He may be telling you that you need certain things to be successful, when all you really need to be successful is to be here in gratitude every single day, okay? Sometimes it's as easy as that. I used to think my definition was to be rich. You get taught that by your parents. You have wealth and everything that comes with. They were always looking for money. So it was even more defined as I grew up that I needed to look for money. And while I still pursue that, I'm not going to lie, we needed to live. It isn't as important to be a multi-millionaire person. I'm looking for comfort. I'm looking for just not really having to think about money as more of a goal, of a thing where your bills are paid and you have a roof over your head and you can wake up comfortably every day without feeling the pinch or the hurt of money, okay? So that could be, for some people that could mean they need, $3,000 a day. And for others it could mean that they only need 50, okay? So this is what you need to find in your life. Do you have to redefine the definition of what success means to you? So we're going to look a little more. I'm going to pull another one because I wanted to, and they kind of said pulling out as soon as that one. And there's something else that had come through. Sometimes when I read from these cards as I'm reading them, it's like having two voices in your head. Right, abundance and health. You see these both flipped over, and right away, like I said, your idea of success may be abundance, but it could also be health. I was thinking of that as I was thinking to wake up in the morning and be grateful. To be healthy and wealthy is very important. Okay, abundance. I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. And the next is I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So abundance can mean health. Success means various different things that can be coming through for you, that can bring you happiness and success. Okay? I'm a limitless being. Right. You are a limitless being. The thing that came through as well is that don't always think in terms of looking for things. Hold on. What were they saying? I'm trying to get what they're saying here. Looking for things one day at a time. Like a lot of us, we see the big banana at the end of the road, you know, the big thing that we're reaching for, that we're looking for. And we put a lot of pressure on ourselves. And that's when we're thinking to ourselves, oh, I don't think I'm ever going to get there. It becomes such a challenge that the Page of Swords, that little goblin in our head, starts telling us, oh, you're not succeeding. Your success isn't here. It's all the way over there, and it's so far away that you're not going to be able to get a hold of it. And the thing about that is, Pisces, is that every step towards that goal is getting you there. You're already on your way there, okay? So, every day working towards any kind of goal is your abundance for that day. The health part's important too. With everything that's going on in the world. Be grateful for your health when you have it. And be grateful when it comes back when you haven't had it. This would be me these days, Pisces. I'm grateful for another birthday. And I'm grateful that my health is returning slowly, but surely. Slowly, very slowly. Alright, so we have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is about working hard. Okay, that's the work you're putting on these blocks. And the fruits of your labor. But the word labor is the one that really is shining through for me. This is the thing. We always think that working to our goals has to be a laborious task. And that's not necessarily true. I don't know if you're like me. Everybody, you know, you always have that. They're saying what you work for is not always easy. What you're working towards isn't always easy to get. That could be true for some things, but it doesn't mean that it's necessarily true for all things, especially in the world that we work in. Okay, so look at these. You have the Eight of Pentacles and the Hermit card in the work, in the working to remove that block. So they want you to take some time to really focus on what success means to you, Pisces. Okay, is it really hard work or is it meaningful work? There's the two different sides here that I'm getting with the Eight of Pentacles. Is it hard work or quality work? This is what I'm feeling, okay? Is it labor intensive or is just meaningful work that gets you from point A to point B? I feel like the Eight of Pentacles, especially in this reading, is that this step is as important as this step, as this step, as this step. And it's concrete. You can see the coins are accumulating for every one you're putting down. In this case, it's a bee. But when it brings the honey, it's not going to be successful when it's done all the 8 little different cubicles. It's successful the moment it drops into the first one. So I think they want you to look at it in this way, is that any work that you're doing is meaningful and getting you to where you need to go right now, today, okay? You don't have to work up to it. You don't have to labor on it for days. If you started working on this tree, it would be a little different, is what they're telling me. You could start working on it, but it wouldn't look good until you reach the top. And that's the point they're trying to make here. It doesn't matter in this. Try to switch it up to think that whatever you're doing, you're successful at that moment. Okay? It's not when you reach the end zone. It's not when you've labored over it. It's every single thing that you've done. So shine a light on what success means to you. And I highly suggest, Pisces, that you do it in bite-sized forms. Don't build a mountain in front of you that feels so high or too high to scale. Concentrate on the first mile of the journey instead of the last one, okay? Let's see here. So let's see what else Spirit says that, what other energies you could actually work on as you're working for the on these perception of switching things up, okay? The Devil. The Seven of Wands in reverse. And there's the Page of Swords again. So this row is right away telling me so clearly, Pisces, that you have to concentrate on the light at the edge of the forest, okay? They're just trees. Every time I see that, it's obstacles that you put in front of you, okay? Goblins that you create, situations that you feel you need to get through. The Seven of Wands in reverse, they're saying, get out of that mindset. The Seven of Wands is a card of defending yourself. I'm going to defend it. I'm going to persevere. I'm going to meet these challenges. I'm going to be aggressive. But do you really need to? Are you just putting that in your mind as something you need to do? This Child of Swords, he's looking through his legs, seeing things in a different way. Okay, seeing the swords in a less defensive pose. And this way, the sword is pointing up, you know, in defense. But if you look at it this way, it's reversed, okay? It's reversed. You're looking at the sword pointing down, not in defense. So I like that. I feel that this is really speaking the language of trying to find a better way of manifesting that energy, okay? So seeing success as something limitless in your everyday. When you wake up and you think, I took 3 steps forward, yes, you may have 500 to take, but you took these 3 successfully. You are limitless today. You have achieved beautiful things in this day. You have moved forward towards your goal. It wasn't that hard. It took you a moment, and you enjoyed it thoroughly. Today is a successful, abundant day, right? The health card keeps coming at me. Maybe it's because my health is also precariously trying to come back. But they're also reminding me that this is good for your mental health. It is good for your physical health. It is good for everything. When you put so much stress on your body, as into you're always reaching for the carrot or the banana, your body also feels that demand, that stress, okay? So if you do happen to feel worse, it is better to just, it's better to not be in that mindset to begin with. As in, if you do get sick, such as I did, it's better to be in a better mindset. You give your body and your spirit a chance to heal, okay? Like I do a lot less these days. And instead of feeling like a failure, like, oh, I can't do all the hard work that I'm used to doing, they're telling me to say this, that I'm used to doing every day and just doing my readings and then taking a nap and having plenty of drink and taking it easy and then doing a little more work. Instead of feeling like, oh, I haven't done nearly as much as I usually accomplish in a day, I think to myself, I did good today. I did this and that and this, and I got up. If it gets to the point where I just simply got up and existed today, then I'm doing good. Okay? I've had success. I'm grateful for anything that I can accomplish. Okay? All right, so these 3 cards is what Spirit wants you to pay attention to. The 2 of Swords is underneath the deck. The first one is the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is they want you to feel that oppression is an invitation to let you know that you're not going towards happiness and fulfillment. Absolutely. If you feel like you're under somebody's thumb, even your own, these feelings are not, you need to deal with them. It's not running away from it. But it's a clear indication that something is malfunctioning, okay? That you need to look at a situation and realize that this is not fulfilling you, okay? So if you're looking for success or anything that you're looking at, trying to succeed in your abundance and health and wealth, if you have the 10 of Wands and you're starting to feel like, oh God, it feels like the weight of the world is on my shoulders, there's something that needs to be looked at, okay? You need to revisit your Page of Swords to see if he's playing a number in your brain, that he's making this a bigger challenge than it is, or that maybe you need to pace yourself in the way that your challenge is coming at you, okay? They also want you to look at the Wheel of Fortune, that things come in cycles, okay? I'm going to take a drink here, Pisces. Things come in cycles. The Wheel of Fortune has the different seasons on it. So everything that you do, you don't run to the finish line. You walk to the finish line, okay? You do one thing at a time to the finish line. You do, your work one thing at a time to reach where you need to go. And this will make it a little more enjoyable. And the finish line is the World. The Wheel of Fortune is halfway through the Major Arcana. The World is the end of the Major Arcana. So they're saying that you may be even at this part. For some of you, you may be at the second half, okay? You may be in between the Wheel of Fortune into the World, which is the culmination of something, the completion. And it's your time to walk through the different things that need to be done to accomplish your goals, okay? The 2 of Swords, what you're not seeing is that this is a balancing act, okay? This is something that you need to balance within yourself, this block. These stops that you either create or have been created for you. You need to rebalance what is there. Look at the standstill and start trusting yourself, okay? Don't sit in the dark and feel like you're overwhelmed, such as a lot of these cards, okay? Be your own light, okay? And then follow the light. Be your light and follow the light. Both of these are in the woods. Get out of the woods. You don't need to be in the woods anymore. All right, Pisces. I'm going to come back and we're going to do the extended later. I hope that this has helped you or gave you some kind of clarity this week. Don't let the goblins get to you, Pisces. You have it all right? Take care, and I will see you later. Lots of love, light, blessings. Please make sure to like this video. It helps the channel. And leave me a comment. Thank you so much.